Blessed Yule, Southern Witches. And blessed summer solstice, or litha to you guys over in the northern hemisphere. I hope everyone has a fabulous day. Can you hear that bird? That's our canary, our male canary, singing his little heart out. Anyway, so like I said, today's Yule over here, so I'm still on annual leave. I've still got today and tomorrow off, and then I'm back at work next week. So I've got, that's a nice shot of next door's house. I've got a little bit planned today. I'm going to head to the botanical gardens, and my backyard's not very interesting, I'm sorry. There's my bunny sneezing. I'm going to head to the gardens and have a bit of a walk around and head to the crystal shop. I'll take you guys in there, and I've shown it before, but I'll take you guys in there and show you around a bit. And yeah, I'll just share my day with you. And it's promising to be another freezing cold day. So, joy. Anyway, more soon. Well, that sucks. I wanted a cup of coffee. Never mind. Oh, I just love it here. I haven't been for a few weeks, and I just absolutely love it. It's beautiful. This is the Avon River that runs through our city. I'm being attacked and bombarded by duckies. Yes, alright. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, you're a bit feisty. Oi, oi! You behave yourself. Fuck jingoes. What a bloody bastard. Come and meet my most favourite tree in the whole gardens. I am in love with this tree. It's a giant redwood, and okay, let me see if I can get a perspective of how tall this thing is. Check it out. He is huge. I'm not even going to guess how many metres, but he's absolutely beautiful. I always call him he, I don't know why, but. And look at his limbs, they spread for like metres. Every time I come here, I always make a point of coming by to say hello. So I really want to take you into the New Zealand garden, but it looks like it's shut off at the moment. Probably due to earthquakes. Anyway, I'll see if I can find another way in. It's gorgeous in there. bit of Maori spirituality here. It's something that I incorporate into my practice, and I'm still learning about it because it can be quite in depth, but it's very interesting. They have quite similar views to paganism. So let's see if I can find another way and show you a bit of New Zealand native bush. Look at that sign that spring is always just around the corner. Blossom on the trees. Ooh, free pine cones. Awesome. So this big building in the back here, this beautiful neo-Gothic building, was the original university in Christchurch, and it's now the art centre, or it was the art centre. It had lots of cool shops. It had a cool candle shop inside. Every weekend they had like crafts and like stalls and stuff, really cool stuff. And the earthquake did so much did so much damage that it's going to be shut for like 15 years, which just sucks. You can see workmen, I don't know if you can pick it up there, but yeah, they're going to restore it because it's a significant heritage building, and we had lots of buildings like this in Christchurch. Christchurch is very much, well, all of New Zealand, well not all of New Zealand, but a lot of the cities in New Zealand are mirrored on English design, because of course we are, you know, we were colonised by the English. Dunedin, for example, down south is mirrored on Edinburgh. So we had lots of these beautiful stone buildings, and they just got annihilated in the February quake. It's so sad because we've lost a lot of them, but this is the museum. I love neo-Gothic architecture. I just absolutely love it. I have a real thing for the medieval era. It's something that I really would like to study in depth. I'm a huge history buff of that era, but yeah, I love neo-Gothic architecture, and I love this museum, but it's shut for I don't know how long because of the quake. But isn't it just, I just love it. It's just, it's just beautiful. I love these plants. These are helleborus or winter rose. I have these in my garden. I've actually just brought 2 more, and they're almost black and they're absolutely divine. They are actually listed as a toxic herb too, a baneful herb, but they're just so pretty, and they come in all sorts of different colours, reds, and obviously this is called the white one, but and purples and almost blacks. They're just gorgeous. Well worth growing. So this is as far as I can get into the New Zealand gardens, unfortunately. But basically, this is what it looks like. Lots of ferns, lots of natives, like native plants, not native people. Yum! Apple and cinnamon muffin and a hot cappuccino. And look, the sun's out. Yay! It's been cloudy for like over a week. Awesome.
From caramel quartz, and he calls it something or other, as and he's even said this is what we call it. Little caramel quartz this size that we sell for $3, he sells for 80 US.
I can't even see the ones I was looking at the other day. It's bizarre. Looking for Evelynite. I can't find it in here. In that year, I remember it wasn't under, like it wasn't in the place it should be.
I'm buying this when I win Lotto this weekend.
Okay.
Put my name on it.
Yeah.
There you go. And it even says also known as Druzy Blue Chalcedony. So we don't have that. Because I was looking at the blue lace bag and then Druzy.
Well,
So I thought that Blue Chalcedony was the outside of blue lace agate.
it's a hint of.
I mean, we've got nothing
Well,
that looks like that.
the only thing is we can just ask that, well, because there's no such thing as Avalonite,
Yeah.
it's a made-up name, they can come and have a look and then they can decide.
Yeah.
Because what it is chalcedony is the main ingredient of agate. There it is there, that's the blue version of it. Druzy is just that it's got microscopic crystal on it.
Yeah.
So it's up to them to decide.
Yeah.
Since nobody in the world sells Avalonite unless you just simply put that name on it. Or you could pick something up and just say it's Avalonite, but it's not. This is no such thing. It's a Robert Simmons made up name.
This one here, Cobalt and Cobalt, the other one she's looking for.
Oh, yeah.
I know we've got the other,
Oh,
I just love this
yeah,
shop.
that's different.
This is my favourite shop in the entire world.
Yeah, we've had Cobalt and Calcite. No, here it is.
cool.
Wow. What do you know?
This is called Cobalt and this is called Cobalto.
Yeah, because they...
Same thing?
It's because they have got an egg.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now I am heading into the plant shop to have a bit of a look around. I love delphiniums, they're one of my favourite plants. Love, love, love. I already have some in my garden. So this is what I've got so far. So I'm back from my little shopping spree, and Willow, what are you doing? I think you should get off the kitchen table because that really is quite disgusting. Go on, quick! Okay, so sit down. Okie dokie. So one of my books has arrived. Yay! I'll check that in a minute. I think I know which one it is. But, so these are my plants I got, my pansies. I'll go and put them in the garden a bit later on. I love pansies. They look like happy little faces. And I went to the organic shop and I got some blue borage honey. And this is organic New Zealand blue borage honey. It's the only honey that I eat. It's certainly not... Yeah, I think you should go away. It's certainly not cheap, and you know, if I could, I'd buy everything organic, but just for like, I mean, that's twine. Obviously, I'm going to use that in the garden for hanging up herbs and stuff. But organic sea salt in this brown bag is organic steel cut oats, and my honey and the twine. It was like $18. So you can see why people don't buy organic. It's just ridiculously expensive. Anyway, I got from the rock shop, excuse my chip nail polish, I got some pyrite because I haven't got any pyrite and everyone raves about it, and yeah, so that I would get some of that. I got some euconite, is that how you pronounce it? Unikite, that's how you pronounce it. And I got some rhodonite. Now I am ashamed to say that I buy crystals on what I find aesthetically pleasing, which I know is not really what you're supposed to do, but yeah, herbs are kind of my thing. I love crystals, I love buying crystals, but I am one of those people that will buy them and then think, what am I going to do with them? So I think I just buy them for the sake of buying them. I've got a video coming up about this very thing actually. Hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow. It's my last day of annual leave. Boo-hoo. But I love this. I think it's so pretty. And it says it is a love stone. I love these little cards you get with everything. Like when you buy crystals, you get these little cards, which are so cool because it tells you all the metaphysical things for the crystal and like the technical stuff as well. So, and anyway, so I just got this book. I'm waiting on so many books. It's just getting ridiculous. Fish Pond, only 3. They were supposed to, well, 2 of them were supposed to be here last week. So, oh sweet, this is the Doreen Valenti one. I haven't read anything of Doreen Valenti, and this one is obviously secondhand. I got it off Trade Me really cheap. So it looked really interesting. And I guess it's just, actually what does it do? It looks really interesting, so I've just about finished my other book that I'm reading and then I'll get stuck into this. I've also got another one coming that she helped write as well, and a whole bunch of other ones, so I'm impressed. This was only like $5, so yeah, I'm really impressed with that. Okay, so catch you back soon. Bye. I just literally, well, okay, not literally, I just about fucking shit myself. I got down here and all 3 of them were lying down and they all looked dead. Oh, bunny! Hara's stiff. But, she's got arthritis, but they were all sound asleep in the sun. And I just fucking panicked because I thought, oh my god, what's wrong? Oh, did I wake you up? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yes. You're a stiff old girl. Oh my god, that gave me such a fright because I used to have 4 ponies and I had a little gelding called Woody that I rescued, and he, in the later stages of his life, I'd get down here and he'd be on the ground with colic and he'd be really sick, and yeah, so every time I see my horses like acting out of the ordinary, because I don't normally all lie down at the same time, I absolutely panic, but they're fine. I've just lost my sock and my gumboot. I fucking hate that. I really hate that. Hi Mr. Frosty. This is my friend's horse. Hi Frosty. She's actually a work colleague as well, which is quite cool. And this is her boy Frosty. He is about 22, so he's like an old granddad. He's an ex-racer. Ex-trotter, aren't you? Hey? Yeah. Mum not been down to feed you yet? She'll be down soon. She's down every day, don't you worry. Do you hear that bird? Let me just see if I can... Anyway, it was a bellbird, which is a native New Zealand bird. Beautiful. Okay. That one, that's a bellbird. Oh, I love it. I just love it. I'm full of love today. Just full of it. It must be the sun. So this is where I'm going to plant my pansies. This is my fairy come medicinal garden. Well, I'm in two minds really. Last year it was a fairy garden, but I want to grow more medicinal herbs and I am seriously running out of room. So yeah, I don't know, I might have to try and kind of combine both. I don't know, we'll see. But my garden's a real mess, obviously, because, you know, we're in winter, so it's looking a bit bedraggled. This is a really cool plant here. I don't know if I've got any of it flowering. I'll have to have a look. This is called honeywort, and it's quite often referred to as a gothic plant. It's got the most amazing purple flowers on it. They're very hard to describe, so I'll have to see if I've got any flowering. I might have, I don't know, I'll have a look to show you. It's very, very cool, and it's a very old plant. It's not actually, well, I was going to say it's not actually a herb, but herb is a very general term, so I guess you could call it that, but you can't eat it. So, is it a herb? I don't know, whatever, I'd have to look it up. But anyway, that's honeywort, and this clump down here is soapwort, and this gets huge, and it's actually the roots that you use, and you sort of dig them up and bash them, and they produce like quite a harsh lather. They used to use it like way back, like caveman days, for washing. And I grow it because I think it's cool, and you can actually use it to wash like woolens and delicates in. It's fine for that, but you probably wouldn't want to use it on your skin so much if you've got delicate skin. I've got very sensitive skin, so and I've got valerian, which is probably needs to be pruned back. That's only been in a year, so I won't be able to use any of the root for a couple of years. You dig it up like the first year that you grow it. So, and this is yarrow, and the yarrow is pretty common. See it beside the road a lot. It's a fantastic herb. I've got forget-me-nots. That's what these little plants are as well. And that clump there is clary sage. That gets absolutely massive. I had angelica in here, but I ended up taking it out because it took over everything. I've got some rhubarb. That's a stock. I love stock. And this is Chatham Island forget-me-nots. This is a native forget-me-not to NZ. And this is my bay tree. This was like tiny when we brought it 3 years ago. It was growing heaps, so I'm really stoked. And I've got a little lavender and some ferns, but yeah, everything's getting near the end of the growing season. And some violets. I have got violets growing everywhere, and violets are cool because you can divide them up. They produce these runners, like that's off the main plant, and so is that, and so you can divide them up and put them all around your garden, which is very cool. This is going to be such a long video, I'm sorry. I have got some honeywort. Let me show you what it looks like. Isn't it cool? It's like really cool little purple flowers. It's unusual, and the bees love it. I grow most of my plants from seed, and it's very easy to grow from seed. What's up, doggy? Okay, you've just had your dinner, haven't you? you're not getting anything else, you need to lose some weight, like we all. Dinner is served. Oh, yum. That pumpkin's out of my garden too, by the way. I love roast tea. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but this is my altar, obviously. All lit up in its glory. I love it. This is what I picked up today at the garden, just some pine cones, and I always like to put or have fresh flowers on here from my garden. So this here is actually a little camellia and it's called Yule, which is quite appropriate. And this is a cyclamen, which I rescued from outside. It wasn't doing so well, so hopefully it'll pick up. And I must say, I am loving this green velvet. It's gorgeous. I think I might like to get a cloak made in this colour. My cloak is maroon velvet, but I'm really loving the green. It's my book of shadows in the back there, and my herbal magic spell book. These are the crystals that I got today. Oh, that pyrite's nice and sparkly. That's most of my crystal collection. I have a few more in my witchy area in the kitchen, but I don't have a huge collection, so yeah. Oh, and I got this the other day. My altar's in my bedroom, and you can like literally see how big our bedroom is. It's not very big at all. Our house is very small. Never mind. Anyway, I got this the other day from the rock shop. This lovely rose quartz. It was really cheap. It was only like $6 or $7, and that's really cheap because it's quite a good size. Like, love it. So it sits up here on bed. Anyway, I just wanted to show you my altar and little Sally. Hi. So I'm just putting out a little offering for the fairies. God, it's cold out here. It's going to be a really good frost tonight. Just some bread and honey and some almonds and some dried apricots and some lilac incense, which is one of my favourites. This is one of my lilac trees, which is again favoured by the fairies. And this is generally where I put offerings. And I put them out, put them under this little tree. So anyway, thanks for sharing my Yule with me. I had a really great day, and I hope everyone else did too. I'll catch you guys next time. Lots of love. Blessed be. Bye.